Hey guys, welcome back to the episode of Fishing with Flair. Today I'm going to talk about squarebill fishing. Everything that I know about squarebill fishing I'm going to go over and discuss. I have a few different brands out here, as you guys can see. I have a few different colors, brands laid out, and I'll go through my rod, reel, line, where to throw, how to throw, that kind of stuff. I'll start off with the rod. This is a Rick Clunn. It's Wright McGill Rick Clunn S glass rod. This is a heavy 6/8 cranking rod. It's a short, stout cranking rod, and it's glass. I like to use glass because you can cast far, and the reaction time is really slow, which means if you're bringing it over a branch, it gives it time to float up and come over the branch, and you don't just hook into the branch. It also gives the fish more time to eat the bait and not just short strike it. Those are just the main kind of perks, and I like it short because I can target cast a little bit better. For reels, I have a LEWS Tournament MG. Speed spool in 5/4-1. I like the slow 5/4-1 to really slow down the crankbait to make sure I'm not fishing them too fast. Sometimes when you're fishing squarebills, you want to burn them and deflect them over cover. You can still do that with a 5/4-1. If not, you'd probably want to go to a 6/4-1. But I like to reel them slow, and I see the guys get more bites reeling it slow than fast. But both of them work. For line, I have 14-pound Vicious Elite Fluorocarbon on there. I like 14 pounds, just a good all-around line. Some people might say they want 17 or more, but with 14 pound, I can get Livingston Lures Dive Master Junior down to like 6, 7, sometimes 8 feet. But I can also throw this around 3-foot rocks and bang it off the rocks and stuff. It's just, I like to throw my squarebills a little deeper than most guys because I feel like more fish hang out deeper than they do shallow in the summer. I mean, some hang shallow, but I feel like most hang deeper, so I like to throw a little bit lighter line. Otherwise, I'd go up to probably 17, probably my max. And I'll start off with some brands. This is a River to Sea Biggie Papa. I'm just kind of showing you the different colors and the different styles. Basically, this is a KVD 1.5. So I'll go on this one. This one's got some rattles in it. Some are rattling, some aren't. This one is silent. This KVD one. So there's silent one. This one is I think a Cabela's something. That one's got really loud rattles in it. These two are Livingston Lures Dive Master Juniors, which have little rattles in it, and then the electronic bait fish sound that you can probably hear. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but that's going off. Here's an Excite Baits one. This one is also silent, and this one is a Rippin' Lips one, which has some lighter rattles in it. Rattling versus non-rattling. I like to throw silent most of the time. The only time I like to throw rattling is when it's muddy, like dirty water, or the fishing is just super good because I feel like the rattles attract more and bigger fish. But with squarebill fishing, I think you want to almost sneak up on the fish. If they're hanging out by a rock and you come flying through there and deflect off the rock, it's more of a reaction bite. They don't eat this out of the fact that they're hungry. They eat it because it's a reaction bite. So if they can hear the rattles coming and they're not hungry, they're going to know it's coming, they're going to see it, and they're going to watch it go. But if it's silent, they're not going to hear it, and they'll hear it right about here, and they'll eat it because it's out of reaction. So that's why I like to go with silent most of the time. Like I said, if it's muddy, I go with a loud one, like this loud Cabela's one. Otherwise, I like the silent ones because it works better. Like I said, I feel like if you creep up on the bass, they're more willing to eat it because it's just instinct. They see a bait, they eat it. They don't have time to see it coming or hear it coming and stuff like that. Like I said, they both catch fish. Color-wise, my main color that I probably throw is this one that I have tied on right now. I've thrown this pretty much all summer. I haven't even cut this lure off. This is in a real shad color, I believe. I like throwing shad colors even though there's not a lot of shad in the lakes. I just feel like it just flat out catches fish. Another good one is a bluegill because I do have a lot of bluegill in the lakes. That's a really good paint job on that one. That's a good color. This one, like a chartreuse or a chartreuse blackback, I throw in dirty water, basically only dirty water. Chartreuse blackback's really good for that. Like I said, these are all shad pattern pretty much throughout. I mean, all of these are. Like I said, bluegill. If there's no shad in the lake, I'll go bluegill. If you're in a pond, smaller lakes, I'd go with the bluegill colored. It's a little bit more natural. And then in some dirtier waters, I'd go with the citrus shad or chartreuse blackback. But not meaning that you couldn't throw this in dirty water and catch them. That's just, I feel like the fish can see them just a little bit better. Let's see what else to talk about. Where to throw them. Basically around rocks is where I mainly throw them. And then I'll occasionally throw them around laydowns and brush. They do get hung up every once in a while, but that's what they're kind of made for. The square lip on them is made to deflect. It's shaped out like this, so when it hits a branch, it's made to deflect off and go side to side and deflect off. That's what they're made for, so don't be afraid to chuck them in near brush piles, not in brush piles, and then around laydowns and stuff. You'll get hung up, but you get a lot of bites because most guys will throw a chatterbait or a swim jig or a spinnerbait, something that's a lot more weedless. They'll chuck up against the laydown and bring it past, but as soon as a bass sees a squarebill, something completely different than what most guys would throw, they're more willing to react and eat something like that. So don't be afraid to throw it around laydowns and stuff like that. Conditions wise, it works all the time. I usually throw it in the wind. If it's really calm, I feel like it doesn't work all that well. That goes for any reaction bite for the most part. Depth wise, like this Livingston, like I said, I can probably go down to 7 to 8 foot versus this KVD would probably top out at 5. I like to throw the deeper ones because if you cast it up shallow, it's digging in the rocks, and down in 5 foot, this is still digging in rocks, versus this one might just be ticking them or not even touching the rocks at all. So I like the deeper diving square bills, unless I'm fishing laydowns. Is probably the only time I'd like to go shallow, because if the laydown's only in 2-3 foot of water, then you don't want to be digging down 5-6 feet. But other than that, that's probably about it. So if I missed anything, go ahead and comment. I'm trying to do all these kind of like 101 videos and help you guys learn about fishing. Hopefully I didn't forget much. Nothing's coming to mind right now. So go ahead and comment if I missed anything. Sorry if I did. And that's it for today's episode. Thanks for watching.